I want people to be good at what they do. That's what I want. Whether that is being good at being in marketing and, the IT side, whatever it is, I just feel like that is ultimately what drives our job satisfaction. So that's where I kind of then got into developing the mentorship program. From there, I think that the partners really saw my true investment, not just, what does Amy want to do, but that this is what our company needs. The accountability that a residency offers, that just a standard in-house mentorship definitely escalates their learning objectives. It holds that standard of attaining goals, of holding yourself accountable to really recognizing what is it that I don't know and how do I figure it out. That will escalate them to have that confidence to go out and be that MSK provider and to stand and to be able to lobby and for what they do because they believe in it, they see it, they know their own success stories with patients. And their success stories are because of intentional, deliberate thought process versus happenstance. I have examples to be able to say, oh yeah, this resident, he will be at that of my 5-year clinician that I have over here in this clinic, like 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind on that. One, I think relationships. That was a big thing. When we were building our new grad mentorship program is when you and I first connected. And that first phone call, I could very clearly hear that same passion that aligned with our mission and our values. And so that was super important. And then just the accessibility, I appreciate so much, how accessible you and Chris and Megan and everybody have been to answering questions, to being open and receptive to these are some of our challenges. How do you foresee us getting through these? How can we work through this? I think the other thing is just that standard of excellence. You can do a whole lot of things halfway. And so clinical excellence is one of our values in STAR. And so for that to be the same thing in which you spoke about, that's when I was like, hey, this makes sense. This makes sense for us to do this. One of our challenges was, and still is a little bit, the schedule of meeting times. The directors have a general guideline. They're going to miss this time out of the clinic and this time and this time. But I need to do a better job following up with, but these are the ways you need to be looking for burnout in your resident. Let them take a lunch hour at 12 because they're going to have a meeting at 2. The other challenge has just been the travel, financially. Every year, even from last year to this year, our costs have gone up just in airlines and hotels. Oddly enough, I thought that the residents would love being able to travel. They want to be home on the weekend, they want to go home at night after being in class all day. Because that's important to them, I recognize that that's something that we need to try to accommodate, as that's only going to affect their learning. So I think the highlights, one, is seeing the camaraderie that has developed amongst our residents and seeing how, the start of a mentoring form, those first couple, sessions, it's like, I don't know. They don't even know really what they're looking for, to now reading a mentoring form and being like, dude, you got this. Like, look at all of this. You're intentional about what you're doing. You know this stuff. And you can almost just see their body language adapting and their comfort level with their patients. And then, from a business standpoint, looking at their metrics, seeing their productivity outcomes, I was for sure there was going to be lost revenue on our mentors. But the thing is, the numbers don't lie. When you put it on paper and you run the metrics, you see that it balances very well. For one of our residents just recently, he talked about how valuable it was for him to be a part of a company that really wanted to invest in him getting better. And so we can say it and we can preach it all day long, but until it is seen and felt by our clinicians, that's a different ballgame.